Now that we've hit the midway point of the 2025 NFL regular season, I think we're overdue for another peek into the crystal ball.
What is your Super Bowl prediction for this year?
It's definitely the Bills, maybe Detroit. I want the Great Lakes matchup.
How will the upcoming postseason and Super Bowl 60 matchup play out? Let's dive into our midseason NFL postseason and Super Bowl 60 predictions. AFC wildcard round. Number 2 Buffalo Bills versus number 7 Baltimore Ravens. Despite an unexpected surge by the New England Patriots this year, Josh Allen and the Bills narrowly hold him off to win a 6th straight AFC East Division crown. That means home advantage in the wildcard round, where the Bills will face Lamar Jackson and the Ravens in a rematch of their Week 1 thriller. Yes, the Ravens lost 5 of their first 6 games, but have you seen how soft their second half schedule is? And Lamar Jackson's ridiculous records in November and December? Yeah, I think the Ravens will shrug off the nightmare start and reach the playoffs, folks. That means another can't-miss chapter of Allen versus Jackson. Is third time the charm for Jackson? Sadly, no. Buffalo in January is Baltimore's house of horrors until we see otherwise. Prediction, Bills 31, Ravens 23. AFC wildcard round. Number 3 Denver Broncos versus number 6 New England Patriots. This old-school rivalry produced a pair of Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady AFC Championship game showdowns last decade. Well, don't be surprised if this matchup is just one of several playoff showdowns between a pair of young stud quarterbacks in Bo Nix and Drake May. In a battle of two hard-hitting defenses with young star signal callers, we gotta lean towards the Broncos here. They have the league's best pass rush and a lights-out secondary led by Patrick Surtain II, who can single-handedly eliminate Stephon Diggs. Prediction, Broncos 27, Patriots 17. AFC wildcard round. Number 4 Pittsburgh Steelers versus number 5 Kansas City Chiefs. After waiting nearly a full decade, we finally get our first Aaron Rodgers-Patrick Mahomes matchup, and we get it in January no less. The Steelers haven't won a playoff game since 2016. Mahomes has only lost twice to an AFC opponent in the postseason. Pittsburgh may have home field advantage, but Mahomes has owned the Steelers. The Chiefs win by double-digit points in what will likely be Aaron Rodgers' final game. Prediction, Chiefs 28, Steelers 16. NFC wildcard round. Number 2, Philadelphia Eagles versus number 7 San Francisco 49ers. Despite questions about their locker room culture and drama, the defending champions managed to lock down a second straight NFC East Division crown and the conference's number 2 seed. We're gonna guess that the 49ers will have all-pro wideout Brandon Ayuk at some point this season, and last time the San Fran offense was at full strength, they narrowly fell to the Chiefs in overtime of Super Bowl 58. Since the new playoff format that began in 2020, there has only been one number 7 seed victory in the wildcard round, when the Green Bay Packers beat the Dallas Cowboys in 2023. Well, make it 2. The Eagles have showed warts on both sides of the ball this season, and we're not sure they have the pieces to stop a 49ers team with Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Ricky Pearsall, and Juwan Jennings all on the field together. Prediction, 49ers 23, Eagles 20. NFC wildcard round. Number 3, Los Angeles Rams versus number 6 Seattle Seahawks. The NFC West figures to be a 3-way horse race between the Rams, Seahawks, and 49ers until the season's end. Now, the Rams have owned the Seahawks since Sean McVay arrived in 2017. Both teams are deep on offense and defense, but we'd like to remind you what happened when Sam Darnold played the Rams in the wildcard round last year as a Viking. Prediction, Rams 26, Seahawks 24. NFC wildcard round. Number 4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus number 5 Detroit Lions. The Buccaneers have a 5th straight NFC South Division crown on cruise control, all thanks to, again, the rockstar play from Baker Mayfield. Now, we've learned to never rule out the Bucs so long as they have Mayfield behind center, but Mike Evans might not play again this season, and we saw the Lions make easy work of Tampa Bay back in Week 7. Prediction, Lions 33, Buccaneers 17. AFC divisional round. Number 1, Indianapolis Colts versus number 5, Kansas City Chiefs. Congratulations to the Colts! Daniel Jones' special comeback season and an MVP-like year from Jonathan Taylor means that the Colts are the AFC's top seed for the first time since 2009. Their reward? A showdown with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Yippee! The Colts' star-studded offense has been practically unstoppable this season. But if there's a guy who has all the answers, well, it's Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. And, oh yeah, I guess it doesn't hurt that the Chiefs have been there and done that time and time again. Prediction, Chiefs 30, Colts 23. AFC Divisional Round. Number 2 Buffalo Bills versus number 3 Denver Broncos. This would be a rematch of last year's wildcard round at Highmark Stadium, where the Bills humiliated Bo Nix's squad 31-7 in his NFL playoff debut. Nobody really gave the Broncos a chance in that game, but this would surely be a much juicier matchup, right? The reigning MVP against arguably the league's best defense? How would this one play out? Actually, this is the year where the Broncos get revenge and send Bills Mafia home on a sour note to close out the Highmark Stadium era. Allen is at his best when he, doesn't face a pass rush as dangerous as Denver's. See you back in Denver for the AFC Championship, folks. Prediction, Broncos 27, Bills 24. NFC Divisional Round. Number 1 Green Bay Packers versus number 7 San Francisco 49ers. This would be the 6th playoff matchup between the two longtime rivals, dating all the way back to 2012. The 49ers have won all 5 of them, 4 of which were against an Aaron Rodgers-led Packers squad. So, perhaps it'd be fitting that the top-seeded Packers would have to solve their longtime kryptonite to get back to the NFC Championship game. Hey, remember when Love and the Packers narrowly fell to the top-seeded 49ers in the divisional round 2 seasons ago? Well, Love didn't have Matthew Golden or Josh Jacobs at the time, and the 49ers won't have Nick Bosa or Fred Warner. This time, the Packers finally take care of their playoff kryptonite in a convincing fashion. Prediction, Packers 31, 49ers 19. NFC Divisional Round. Number 3 Los Angeles Rams versus number 5 Detroit Lions. Truth is, another Rams-Lions game is just kind of a coin flip. Sean McVay and Dan Campbell are 2 of the game's elite culture builders and offensive geniuses. Both teams are built to dominate in the trenches, as well as with their quick strike offenses. But our gut feeling is this one's going to the Lions. Prediction, Lions 34, Rams 31. AFC Championship game. Number 3 Denver Broncos versus number 5 Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos have met the increased expectations thus far, and they won't get as much attention as Kansas City or Buffalo come playoff time, but man, you better believe that Sean Payton's group is capable of bringing Mile High City its first conference championship banner in a decade. All they gotta do is beat the dynastic Chiefs, led by a Mahomes guy who's only lost once to the Broncos in his storied career. Now, of course, those past Broncos teams were nothing like this year's group. Though it's predictable and easy to just go with Kansas City, I mean, come on. They can't just win every AFC Championship game forever. The Broncos have home advantage and a front 7 that is unlike most others that the Chiefs have seen in the Mahomes era. And with a strong ground game and effective dink-and-dunk offense that can chew up the clock and keep Mahomes on the sidelines, the Broncos have all the pieces to prevent Kansas City from a 4th straight conference title. In this incredible back-and-forth affair, Sean Payton's group narrowly pulls out the thrilling victory to reach its first Super Bowl in 10 years. Prediction, Broncos 27, Chiefs 24. NFC Championship game. Number 1 Green Bay Packers versus number 5 Detroit Lions. The perennial Super Bowl contender versus a team that only 2 years ago began a remarkable surge to the top of the NFC. Something has to give. The Packers and Lions are both well-oiled offensive machines with big-time playmakers on defense as well. They're practically evenly matched across the board. Though, it is worth noting that Jared Goff has won 3 of his last 4 games at Lambeau Field. We too really feel like a Packers-Lions playoff game in January would just come down to a coin flip. But you want to know what the main difference is? The Packers added Parsons to what was already a top 10 defense a year ago. Jordan Love is also just playing at a whole nother level this season, with Tucker Kraft making the leap to superstar and Matthew Golden playing a significant role as a rookie. The Packers roll, with the Lions adding another chapter to their postseason heartbreaker. Prediction, Packers 31, Lions 27. Super Bowl 60, Green Bay Packers versus Denver Broncos. And then there were 2. Rematch of Super Bowl 32. And by the way, you'll have enjoyed a nice preview of this juicy matchup in Week 15 with the Packers visiting the Broncos in Mile High City. God, there are so many juicy matchups here. Jordan Love versus the Patrick Surtain-led secondary, Josh Jacobs versus this fierce Denver front 7, Bo Nix in a prolific passing game versus the Micah Parsons-led pass rush, Hall of Fame lock Sean Payton versus likely trending up to Hall of Fame status and Matt LaFleur. But you know, if we had to call it, it feels like this is the Packers' time. Remember, Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers each won a Super Bowl ring with the Packers in their age 27 season. Love is 27. It is officially his time. After a 15-year wait, the Lombardi Trophy returns to Titletown. Love is your Super Bowl MVP. Prediction, Packers 23, Broncos 20. But who do you think will win Super Bowl 60? Do you agree with our postseason predictions? What do you think we got right here? What do you think we'll get wrong? Let us know in the comment section below.